Welcome to the show tonight. We're going to do a little study on the Tower of Babel. We're going to talk about Genesis chapter 11. As men moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar to settle there. They said to each other, "Let make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used the brick instead of stone. We're going to continue on with this, and we're going to show our work a little bit here. I'm going to show you what this is talking about. Don't ever listen to the church people with the church maps. They can't add that. This is the Tower of Babel. This is the plain of Shinar. We're going to read that again. They found a plain in Shinar. They said to each other, "Let's make bricks." I'm also going to show my work on that. It isn't finished. It didn't, all of this, which is massive, is encasing this. Again, we're going to get into that. I'm going to show you, this is just a picture of Rome, as you no doubt can see. We're going to show our work. Let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly, and let us use brick instead of stone. No doubt, they only use that as the stone as the foundation. Now you see the very intricate stuff. Old world, they tore a lot of it down. Let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches into the heavens. Look how big this thing was going to be. Look at the plain of Shinar. Don't ever listen to the church people tell you what their Bible maps told them to. Let us build a tower. Now we're going to go on this. This may shut off here, but you can see it right around there. But the Lord came down. It goes on to say how he said they can't do this. They can't. Confuse their language. The Lord scattered them. Also, I want to talk about the Lord scattering them there. So the Lord scattered them from there all over the earth. And instead of recognizing the errors of their way, they just went back to making amazing structures. These entryways are huge. We're going to get into that a little bit. As I said, we'll show our work here. And they stopped building the city. So the Lord scattered them from there all over the earth, and they stopped building the city. As we said, the tower is unfinished here. All of this is finished. They were going to go up to here, and then from here go up. But it's not finished. And this stuff certainly didn't just fall down around this half. You see, it's a TV show about Rome. And that's what it's showing, though. Now, again, to show our work a little bit more, we're going to go video I showed about Chicago. Now, we're going to pause it right there. I want to show you how they built these buildings. The same way. Now, if you look back at what that was, see the foundation? Then you see how they go up with the brick. You know the deal. You've seen these everywhere. This is the remnants of that. This is just a video of Chicago, sometime in the late 30s, by the cars, I would guess. But they just, as I said, drive down the street. And you can look at what was. But you see, the same stuff. Let us build with brick. You understand? That's what you're looking at. And no doubt, they just got right back to what they were doing. From there, the Lord scattered them all over the face of the earth. Also, I have many verses about giants we're going to talk about as well. But I want to talk a little bit about this here. The World Fairs of 1851. Okay. So these people, the new people we'll call them, born into the Great Deception, were showing off. I'll pause it here. Now you see how big they were? They're showing the size of the people. See the difference? See how big this thing is? And they're showing them. Those are the people that built these places, and there were giants on the earth in those days, and also after. I'll pause it here. Look at this chandelier. This hung somewhere, not in this building. All of this stuff was brought, as I said, for these fairs. And they have some of them labeled. This says the opening of the exhibition of 1851. As people are wondering. Here it is again. So look at how big they were. And compared to the people. See the tiny little people? Even the deer were monster size. But if you can see, here's another one. In comparison to people, how big they were. It goes back to these giant. And that's why, as I said, we're talking about those monster doorways and all this other stuff. Again, the people of today can't fix potholes. Here's another really good one here. So those arches that we think they're monster, but look at the size of the people back then and look at the tiny people of today. That's what they're showing them. This is a Roman court, it's called. Again, part of the World's Fair of 1851. But you see, that's what they did. Don't ever listen to their time or their stories. Again, showing them what was. There's many pictures like this in many different places of world fairs. And this was something interesting here, how big they were. But you see the eyes and the nose. Somebody carved that or whatever. You see all of this stuff. Again, they can fix potholes. That was the Assyrian court. This is another good one here, as it was in the days of Noah. So I want to show you this. This is, again, part of that exhibition. You see how big this stuff is in comparison to the little people. This is something I really wanted to focus in on. Almost looks like it's louvered. And it's got that on it. Whatever that is. Some sort of antenna. Not the same as this. This is like a cage around something. But this, see how tiny the people are. Whatever this is. A huge street lamp. Huge. Look how comparison to the people. Very intricate. All done by people that didn't learn their lessons very well when God said, stop doing that. Again, there's many different variations of the world fairs. But that's what that is. That's what it's always been. But yet, they continue on. And they keep doing that stuff. And that's why this place is coming to an abrupt end. They're done with it. Just wanted to show you something real quick here. Another, like I said, I got thousands of these people here. Hand pyramid, bot. You know the deal. Tiny little chick shoulders, tiny little hands. Those people. Just show a little bit of work here right now. We'll just go through this. I don't know if I showed some of this stuff. This guy here, Mike Liddell, I think his name is. Just wanted to show you. I got the hippie Jesus, the triangle. See the triangle? See the triangle there as well. Like this guy and Donald Trump are playing the same role. And they'll have the hippie Jesus in the background as well. At some point, this trying to slang his stuff goes away. There's the hippie. See the hippie? Crown of thorns. Never listen to these people, especially when you see this pyramid stuff. You know the deal. Wouldn't be surprised if there's like a 33 in there somewhere, but doesn't really matter at all. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to keep going with this. Sophia Loren, that's a good one. I wanted to show this guy here. You've seen this before. People think they're enlightened, but they're not. And I'm going to show you this here. See this guy pointing at his temple? So he's not one of they. See the broad shoulders as well. He's not one of the giant man hands. What he's doing, you'll see them do this. And that's telling them, you know, I would say suckling at the teat, not partaking, but aware of it for sure. Totally deceived at what it is. And you will see many people doing that finger on the temple. Not just the hand. Here's another one. Hand pyramid. This thing's falling apart. You could grab on there. One of these hosts. The host from this. But shout out to the hand pyramid. But that's what it is. And you'll see a lot of celebrities do that. They're aware. They think they're so much smarter than everybody. But unfortunately, they're going to be sorely mistaken. They are deceived. Same way Adam and Eve were. Think they're getting something. But in fact, they're not really, are they? I want to show this thing here. You know the deal with this thing. It's got the bubbles. Looks like kind of like Skeletor. It's so skinny. It's another serpent. Note the bubble. Goes over the bubble. Not human eyes. Pale synthetic skin. Brand new. Never used teeth. But it's like Skeletor. As I said, this is just a TV show. They're everywhere. Just pretending they're us. Shout out to the hand pyramid it was doing. But we'll go on to the next one here. Just want you to know the reality that you exist in. Always have. But like I said, that Sophia Loren's a good one. We'll do that one later. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this as well. Part of what's happening as our reality shuts down. There's no more fuel wherever this is. I think this is from yesterday, but we'll go back. It's the Bloomberg thing that popped up. So you're aware what's coming. As I said, it started. But you saw all those cars, and it just keeps going on. And a news story about they don't know when. Just be cool. And don't panic, as they're going to continue to say. Never telling you the truth. No doubt you're already aware of all of that. And we'll go on to the next. So they're all, I think I showed you this one before. This is from like the 50s. That's a boy. But they turn into a girl. See the dude? Two dudes. One dressed up like a chick. But that's the world we're in. It's the world we've always been in. Here's another good one. The bubble. Sketchy one. And here she is right here on it's like morphing into something already, but I want to show you this thing. Here, doing a radio show about the hippie Jesus. What do we got? Now, wraps around, glass doll eyes, brand new, never used teeth. Right there, trying to tell you something about Jesus. And then it'll go back to that some dude from Hollywood or something. But you notice the bubble, glass doll eyes. See how that eyebrow wraps around that bubble? Teeth, brand new, never used. Here's this dude. What's his name? Cameron. Takeaways with this guy, Kirk Cameron, interviewing this chick about Jesus stuff. You know the deal. You've always known the deal. You just haven't realized how it's going on all around us in real time. The deception, the great deception, because it is great. But when you come out of the world, you will start to see it for what it is. You will start to understand it as you draw near to Christ. The deception, even the all the maps in your Bibles that show you where stuff is all done by the people that brought you the hippie. I hope you understand what that means. No doubt if you're awake, you do. They can't add that stuff. But again, we got a lot more where we can show our work. As I said, it's all done with a cell phone. So it's pretty rustic. But you get the idea. As it said, it started. It's happening all around you. The fuel's running out. People are getting panicky. And as we talked about, the answer to that is something new. Everybody's pushing back already. The mandatory mark of the beast. They disguise it with more mark of the beast. Something new showed up, as we said. Again, doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's always been that way. Just like we started this thing. God scattered them. He has enough of those people every once in a while, and he annihilated this place. Again, they never learn. They just go back to doing what they do. But there isn't going to be any more of that at all. As I said, we're in an illusion of that world. It would be a slight decline through the illusion. And then as I see it, where we're at now, it's just steps. So it goes from a gradual decline into big steps into a black void. And that's how God shows me where we're at. We're right at that, from the gradual into that first big step. There's steps down into this black void. Again, not for us. But that's where we're at. And you'll see Satan's world collapsing. Painted Daisy is with us, says, thanks for great examples. Glad to have you, Painted. All glory to Christ. Yeah, more examples of they have crept into the church unaware. There they are on a podcast. Again, fancy equipment. All that other stuff. Ain't doing that. Yeah, McBear. Definitely not for us. Again, I wanted to talk a little bit about buyer's remorse. There was a guy from England, took the mark of the beast, and you can see this video. He talks about now he walks like a toddler, and he gets shortness of breath to where he like gets dizzy. And at some point he starts saying, "What did you guys put into my body?" He's asking them why would you do that to me? But the answer is, and he's not going to like this, they didn't do that to you, sir. You did that to you. Buyer's remorse. Because he didn't know the truth of who they were and who all the rest of the people he saw taking the mark of the beast were. They weren't really. They're all dead already. It was a big rouge or something to get you to do it. And now your heart problems, and you walk like a toddler. You can watch him. He's a human with buyer's remorse. But again, they're not doing that to them. They're doing it to themselves. They're making that decision. Just saying. So don't listen to those people that are whiny about decisions they made that are affecting them. Because as we know, it hasn't even started yet. They haven't activated it. No doubt that's coming as well. Then you're going to see buyer's remorse. But as it is Friday night, the day after Thanksgiving, child of God is with us just now. Welcome, child. In a few hours, we're going to do our normal thing about 9:30. So I just wanted to do this about some of that show your work stuff. God bless each and every one of you. All glory to Christ.